You've watched over 200 videos on how to be more productive, on all these self-improvement hacks and tips and tricks, and you're still in the same spot. Ever thought about why that is? I think it's because this content doesn't really benefit you as much. By watching all of these videos, you feel like fake productive and it doesn't really give you anything in return. You just end up feeling empty and hollow, and all these videos do are honestly, for me, I just feel lazy and hollow, and like I never really want to work on my goals when I watch these videos, because I get this dopamine that I'm being productive, when in reality all I'm doing is just watching some creator's video that, you know, was like SEO optimized, or, you know, optimized thumbnails, optimized titles, descriptions, all of that. And that's how they make money. So by watching these videos, all I'm doing is just making that creator more money instead of actually getting it myself. All these videos do, they just make you feel like you don't really like you can't really do anything, like you're hopeless. At least that's my experience by watching these videos. And by watching it, like I still get caught up in these videos. It's almost genius how they do it. Like, it's so sinister. Yeah, I think the word sinister is the right one for this. It's almost genius how good they are at pulling you in when you don't really need to watch them. Like, I try to apply this to myself personally. Like, I don't need more information. All I need is to just act on this knowledge that I have. I've already watched hundreds of these videos. So all I need is just to do something with that knowledge. That's all I need to do. I don't need to watch more of them. I don't need to consume more. Like, consumption is death, especially unintentional consumption. Like, if you consume some content, like genuinely when you need to learn something, when you want to learn something, then I think it's right. But if you're watching this channel, you most likely have all of the information that you need to actually achieve your goals. You don't need to watch more videos. You don't even need to watch my channel. Like, I'm just talking about my experience. Most likely you have all of the information that you need to achieve your goals, and like to actually make them a reality. All you need to do is just believe in yourself. You don't need more content. You need to have this almost delusional self-belief, this almost like narcissistic, you know, you have to be arrogant and narcissistic, but our society kind of labels these things as bad. But as I see it, I think there are both good and bad sides of it. You know, there's healthy narcissism and there's unhealthy. Unhealthy are the, you know, people who harm others, who manipulate others, who don't really like to just get ahead. But like, to be a healthy narcissist means that you just believe in yourself. You believe that you can do anything that you want. You can achieve any goal that you wish to achieve. And it does sound kind of bad when you say it, when you think about it, but Like that's the truth. Like you you have to think you're better than all these other people. Like you have to think you're better than your competition. You have to be arrogant. I'm not saying to just go ahead and trample everyone in your way to achieve your goals or like harm others. I'm just saying the only thing you have to do is just have this delusional self-belief, like genuinely deep in your heart believe that you can achieve all of these things, right? But I think it goes a lot deeper than that. The fact that, some people don't even know what they want to do. Some people don't even know how to even go up about it. Like some people don't even have goals. And what I've noticed is that consumption harms that too. If you consume too much content, you lose your identity, kind of. You lose parts of yourself by just consuming this content. And your brain doesn't have time to think or to come up with its own original ideas. And like all you need to do is literally just watch less content, like consume less. Delete the apps that check your screen time on your phone. See the apps that you spend most of the time on, and just delete them. You don't need it. You don't need it. My logic is that if you're not using a social media app to make content or to run a business or something, you don't really need to be on that app. You know what I'm saying? You don't really need to consume any of this content. Like if you're not making content yourself, why are you even on this app? I've seen some people on TikTok who say that they made a rule for themselves. Whenever they open the app, like they have to post a video, they have to make something. And I think that kind of helps, because if you want to scroll, you kind of have to create something as well. If you want to consume, you have to create. So that kind of makes a lot of sense. And I think that's a better way to go about it. But I'm talking from the perspective of a content creator. I'm not sure how it goes about, in other areas of life. Let's say, for example, studying. Like, instead of watching all of these productivity tips, study tips, study advice, you don't need that. Like, you can learn most of the information that you need to be productive and to achieve your goals. You can learn all of these things in a fraction of time. Like, most advice is redundant. You don't need most advice. It's not really beneficial to you at all. In the end, you have to realize the sole reason these creators make these videos is so they make more money. They get more subscribers, more views, more follows, more sponsors. You have to realize that at the end of the day, they're not actually making this content for your benefit. You think they are, but they're really not. Like all I've gotten back from watching this content is just this anxiety and insecurity that I'm not good enough, that I'm so far behind all these people. And you also have to realize by watching this content that they show you only the highlights of their life. They're not actually showing you the normal parts, because that wouldn't make good content. It would make pretty boring content, because everyone lives normal lives. Why would I watch another just another normal guy do the same things that I do. So they only show you the highlights. And by constantly consuming all of the highlights from all these content creators, you start to think, you start to believe that everyone's living this perfect life and everyone's like super productive all of the time, 24/7, when it's so far from the truth. It's ridiculous. And I want to end this video by saying that you already know what you need to do. You just need to actually do it. Knowing is not enough. Knowledge without action means nothing. And intelligent people, like what I consider intelligent people, are the ones who have the knowledge but who also apply it to reach their goals. So first, what I would do and what I do with this channel, my current goal is to get to 100K subs in 6 months from now. And I'm going to do whatever I can to just get there. And then I'll see what's next for me, and the horizon. And all I focus on right now is just making these videos, because that's all I can control. I can't control how many people watch my videos or how many likes or views I get or subs. Like, I cannot control that. It's up to the algorithm. And algorithm is the people. Algorithm is not some robot. Algorithm is honestly, like, algorithm shows the videos that people want to watch. That's it. If you make shit videos, don't blame the algorithm. Just blame yourself for making bad content. Yeah, I kind of rambled on a little bit. So yeah, figure out what you want. Ignore what everyone else says. And just do so much input that it would be unreasonable for you to not succeed, And you can achieve all of that by consuming less content. You don't need to watch more content. Make this video the last video you watch today, and actually go do some work on your goals. Thanks for watching.